Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to take a look at the new Transformers Collaborative Jurassic Park Dolophocon. Dolophocon? I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Probably not. I'm going to call him Big D. And Autobot JP12. Now this is the sequel to the previous set that had Tyrannacon Rex and JP93. As we can see here, it does come with this lovely display, which I adore. I love that it's still there. Now, talk about the box real quick, and there'll be pictures of the box popping up here. Unlike the previous set, which had the clear window where you could redo the scene by the Tyrannosaurus paddock, you instead get the closed box that Hasbro's been doing for the past couple of years, but you still get this set by pulling it out. And I think it looks gorgeous. It makes a great display. I might actually buy a display case for this set just because I do think it's really cool. But let's go ahead and talk about the figure, because you guys are more interested in the figures than not the boxes. I'm barely interested in boxes, but I am interested in this one. So we do have the two. We have the Big D, the Dolophocon, Dolophocon, and Autobot JP12. Now, this still continues the same issue I had with the previous set where they have the dinosaurs be Decepticons. And I don't agree with that. If you go back and watch the movie or if you read the book, the dinosaurs are the heroes. It's the scientists, the bad guys. And Nedry definitely falls into the bad guy territory. Let's go ahead and take a look at them up close here. Now, he does come with this blast effect. It's supposed to replicate the poisonous, whatever, venomous, whatever, that the dinosaur shoots in the movie. Not accurate, but made a cool scene. You do get a switch that opens and closes the mouth. You do get the frills, which you can take off, but it just makes them look like an awkward Muppet. So it's better to leave it on, in my opinion. Go ahead and put these back on. But yeah, it's something you can do. Make him look cool. He does have quite a bit of articulation in this mode. The arms move. The head goes up and down. Your legs move. You do get... Yeah, it's pretty decent for what it is. It feels more like a Beast Wars toy than a modern day Transformer, but it's not bad. My only real complaint, so you look here on the side here, he has two eyes. He has the screw, and then he has an eye. This makes him look like, Scales from the GoBots. Yes. Can't really get my camera to focus on it, but you can kind of see that it's there. But it is cool looking. My only complaint with him is that he doesn't like to stand. As you can see here, just trying to get the legs in the right position. It took me a while to even set up that initial pose. So, yeah. As far as transformation, this guy is rather simple, but before we get there, let's see if I can get him to stand up real quick. Well, that's about the best I'm going to get it, but as you can see, I've had to kind of manipulate just a little bit, just so it stands. But just to show you how she, by the way, I keep calling it he, but it is a she, and there she goes, compares to Tyrannacon. You can see she is way too big. She should only be about, yay big. But they do look good together. They do have a nice Jurassic Park style to them, which is, almost what they were thinking what the dinosaurs looked like in the 90s. But it's cool. As far as transformation goes, I've only done this once. So bear with me. It was kind of a pain in the butt. Not really. This one's rather easy. This is one of the easiest Transformers I've transformed in a long time that isn't part of the Legend scale. Hell, the Velocic, the blah, 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 blah. The Victorian. The recent Dinobot combiner in the Legends class line, Volcanicus, is a lot more complicated transform than this basic figure here, which is saying a lot. Go ahead and move these out of the way. This comes down. This kind of comes up and kind of taps in, but not really. You got to come back here, get the head out of here first. It'll tap it better. And those will pop off. They are made to pop off again. They're designed to. Bring this up, bring this down, bring this down. Bring this up and around. Put these back on. Sorry, drop one of these. I had to stop and pick it up. Go ahead and bring these arms over. Come back here. Take off the tail. For real, bearded dragon feel. Kind of just sits there. Yeah, you can bring it up. It actually does tap in if you wish to make weapon storage. Let's go ahead and remember how to do this. There we go. So you can actually leave it plugged in, and it'll kind of tab in here, give you some weapon storage, but you are supposed to take it off. Straighten out the legs, reattach everything, and voila, we have the Big D here in their robot mode. Have these on backwards. Can't really tell. Don't think it matters. But yeah, it's cool. It is what it is. This is a fun, unique toy, and it's meant to be fun, unique, and a little bit of a gag. Weapon, of course, goes in. And then you can take the blast effect and port it into here. Now, as you can see, it's not the most stable of figures. So, yeah, you do want to kind of almost use that backdrop to hold it. But for now, we'll just take a look here. As far as articulation, head is on a ball joint. It can look around, but not as much as you would think. It can look up just a little bit. Cannot look down. Arms, due to transformation, cannot go back all the way unless you bring them out. It's just a standard ball joint. Arms, same thing, ball joint. Because of how this transforms, you do get the butterfly joint there. Leg can kick way up. They can kick way back. They can go out that far. You do get nice knee bend, and the feet will go up and down, and they have slight ankle tilt. And it does look cool. I do like it. It's not the most menacing of figures, but it does serve its purpose. Stand up. But yeah, so next, let's talk about JP12. Now, you see this box here. This box is where your accessories come in, and I do like this. It does make it a lot easier to store the accessories. They do store... Bad. They do store on the on the card mode, the shaving cream. Just tabs in. And this can actually fit on the head and transform in with it, but it's a little bit tight, and it wasn't really fitting in. I'm having some issues with this figure, specifically with just how tight it is. A lot of these joints don't want to move. So this is probably going to be stuck in car mode for the rest of its existence. And the big reason for that is the entire roof is made out of clear plastic. So let's take a look at the vehicle mode. It is a Jeep. You do get some lovely seats molded in, and you do get a steering wheel. Don't know if you can see it here, but it is something cool. And again, the bottom here. You do turn the head, so you don't get the visible head syndrome, but when you initially get it, the head is facing out. And if you want, due to how he transforms, you can give him a little bit of hydraulics in the front. Yeah. Fortunately, the back wheels don't do that. And here he is with JP93. He is a lot large. JP93 is a lot larger, and just all around different. A lot of people don't like JP93. I liked it. I understood what they were going for. So this one is going to be more for everyone else. It is what it is, though. So first off, transformation is relatively easy, but again, everything is really tight. So I'm worried about things breaking, especially once I get to the roof part. I've transformed it a few times. Each time makes me a little bit more confident, but it's making me a little bit nervous at the same time. And the whole reason is a lot of the transformation, like I said, has to do with this clear plastic that you have to kind of like wiggle around and get around itself to transform. You have to bring up, and it's held on by this plastic tab here, and get it out of the way. And then even then, it's still going to get back in the way. So you got to constantly be moving it. And I am worried about some of the joints on this becoming loose with time, or just flat out breaking. But we haven't got there yet, and hopefully never will. Go ahead and bring the feet down. Again, you just open up the panel, you swing it down, bring the feet down and around, shut the panel. So far, so good, right? The hardest part of the transformation is literally getting this assemblage here. This is the part where it's a little too tight for me. That it doesn't want to go through, and you have to line it up so it clicks into place here. As you move the arms, it comes easier. And then trying to transform it later, you have to apply a little bit of pressure. Go ahead, bring this up. Go ahead and bring the arms so that they are facing the right way. There is these panels here that should come up, but they don't always. There we go. Got to turn the hands so the hands are facing the right way. And then the part that makes the figure is you take the tires here and you bring him down so that he has a gut. And yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Let's go ahead and take a look here. Now, my camera, as you zoom in, he's got a rounded face. He's got the mouthpiece here. He looks almost like Wayne Knight, which is a cool little feature. Whereas JP93 was an amalgamation of Alan Grant, Ian Malcolm, and oh god, the hunter's name who I'm blanking out on. This one's just flat out supposed to be Nedry, and you can see it with how the head is sculpted. And just how he looks in general. He does have a more rounded look to him. Oh, forgot to bring this piece down. But yeah. So yeah, here he is in his robot mode, and it's okay. It's okay. Now for our articulation, the head, you can do the full 360. It can look up, it can kind of look down. Arms can, if you manipulate the whole section, go all the way around, and because of his shoulder joints, you just untab them from there, and you can give it down, give a little bit more movement. He gets full bicep twirl, his hands rotate as you see. He does not have waist articulation. This piece can move up and down so you can accommodate him moving. Knee and forward bend, that about that far back, feet full up and down. You do get nice rotation there. Yeah, that's him. Now he does come with a couple accessories, and like I said, everything integrates into him in the vehicle mode. I cheated a little bit. This piece here, which is the tow cable, stores perfectly, and now he's got a gun. And Aerosmith had better run. Yeah, so now he's got his gun. The hard hat, like I said, it kind of grooves into the back of his head. You kind of have to really press down. And even then, the slightest breeze will take it off. But he's, at least now he's weapon loaded for bear. And he does come with his shaving cream, which has the Autobot logo on it. And if you pull it out, you get the DNA sample. So again, not a good guy. He should have had the Decepticon thing. Oh, part of my screen fell. It's just been one of those days. But yeah, here's how he looks. I mean, he is cool looking. It does look good. I do think he looks fun in this mode. I think they both look good together. And I love the display, and I think that really adds to it. And it is neat. I do still really dig. I know some people don't, but I still really dig these collaborative figures, and I think they look fantastic. I wish I had more of them. But the Top Gun one just had no interest, and some of the other ones are just kind of boring. But let's go ahead and see if I can get this good. So here we have the four of them in their robot mode, just to show you just how well they look together. And they do look pretty good together. I mean, it is fantastic that this is happening. I know Hasbro wanted to make the Jurassic Park thing bigger back in the 90s. I mean, it was already huge, but the toy line didn't do that great. They eventually merged it with GI Joe, and that did even worse. But it is cool looking. I do think they look good together, and you definitely have some personality to the figures. Granted, this one is just Beast Wars Megatron with Grimlock's head, but hey, that's what it is. Yeah, so comparisons. So final thoughts. It's a cool set. This is not going to be a set for everyone. This is a set for those of you who like fun things. This is Jurassic Park and Transformers merging together, and it is fun. It's worth it if you're a fan of both series. And I grew up in the '80s when the whole dinosaur craze really was huge, and then I got to experience again when Jurassic Park came out. So this has been great for me, and I do think these figures look fantastic together. And you do get to do stuff like this where you have them eating each other, and yeah. So thank you much for watching. Please comment down below. Tell me what you liked, what you didn't like, and what you want to see next. Thank you.